Thank you for joining us. I'm Vanessa Croy. First at 6, a plane carrying passengers who may have been exposed to the coronavirus on board a cruise ship will soon be arriving in San Antonio. Eyewitness News reporter Henry Ramos is live at Kelly Field tracking the plane's flight path. Henry.
Well, Vanessa, here's what I can tell you. We're tracking that there are 2 planes. They'll be arriving here at Kelly Field in San Antonio, coming from Oakland. I just got some late-breaking information from the CDC just a minute ago. We have learned that up to 380 people will be arriving here. I'm standing right in front of Kelly Field, but I'm going to show you the vantage point of the actual field of when they will be arriving. So one plane is due here at 8 o'clock tonight. The other is delayed, and we are told should arrive by 10 o'clock or tomorrow is planned. But again, we just learned that up to 380 people will be arriving here in San Antonio. Now, here's what we know about these passengers. They are from the Grand Princess Cruise Line. As of noon today, the CDC reporting nearly 600 passengers taken off the ship. There are said to be 26 passengers on board who are sick. But it's important to note here that not all of them have tested positive for coronavirus. More than 200 were taken back to Canada. Others are staying at a base in California. Again, the remaining will be here at Lackland and at a military base in Georgia. But what we've just learned is that 300, up to 380, I should say, will be here. Now, according to Mayor Ron Nirenberg, only Texans and anyone from adjoining states would be brought here. I don't know if that's changed given the new number we've just learned, if there are going to be other passengers from other states except just from Texas and adjoining ones. But federal health officials have said that they would only send passengers who are not showing symptoms and that all passengers will be tested. Well, we spoke with Congressman Lloyd Doggett over the phone earlier this afternoon. He says these evacuees should have been tested before they arrived.
There's a sense of urgency in the San Antonio area when you have an unknown number of people coming and an inadequate plan for what to do with them after they arrive once they're tested, if any of them prove positive.
And again, earlier today, Mayor Nirenberg was actually in Austin testifying before a state committee, reassuring that the low level, or I should say the risk level for us here in San Antonio remains low. However, he wants to make it very clear that he says that these individuals who test positive do not require hospitalization and that will remain here on base. But again, it's important to note that none of these passengers, according to health officials, have shown any symptoms. But again, what we've just learned from the CDC just a minute ago, that up to 380 can stay here. One of those planes is expected to arrive here at Kelly Field around 8 o'clock tonight. The other may arrive later tonight or tomorrow. We'll, of course, continue to monitor this very developing story and bring you the latest on air and online at KENS5.com. Reporting live outside Kelly Field, Henry Ramos, KENS 5 Eyewitness News.
The number of coronavirus cases across the nation has reached 800. That's including 3 new cases here in Texas. Collin County health officials say a father, mother, and a 3-year-old are being treated. And the CDC says people over 80 may want to think twice about traveling around this time because older people are at risk to getting the coronavirus. Metro health officials shared new developments today to Bexar County commissioners about coronavirus testing. Eyewitness News reporter Jordan Foster is joining us live with what's new. Jordan?
That's right, Vanessa. Now, Metro Health tells us that they have begun private testing for the coronavirus, but they say it could cost some people thousands of dollars.
During the Bexar County Commissioners Court meeting, Metro Health presented some good news.
So again, the best thing we can do is to avoid being exposed.
And they also gave some bad. The good news, they have started private testing for the coronavirus and they can get results back in 2 business days. The bad news, it's far from cheap.
That cost is about $2,400, okay? If you're on Medicare and you're paying a 20% deductible, then that's, or I'm sorry, a copay, then that's $480.
So what about those who aren't insured? Close to 5 million people in Texas don't have insurance. And according to the U.S. Census Bureau, Texas has the highest rate of uninsured residents in the country.
Health access is a real issue.
This means people who can't afford health care and need to be tested will be out of pocket a few thousand. something Commissioner Tommy Calvert was not happy to hear.
If we don't do something as government to advocate for not price gouging on a test that's going to save the community, I think we're all being derelict.
Dr. Jundawu with Metro Health says more federal funding could be on the way to help people who can't afford the test. But for now, they are asking people to rule out common illnesses like the flu before being tested for coronavirus.
The burden on families that, if you've got a good insurance program or if you are wealthy, you can afford to be tested, and if you're not, you're just going to be stuck with something you can't. I mean, that's just unconscionable to me at a moment of public health crisis.
And Governor Greg Abbott has asked insurance providers to waive costs associated with the virus. In a statement, he said, "We must ensure no Texan is denied access to testing resources relating to coronavirus." I'm live tonight outside the courthouse. Jordan Foster, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
As the coronavirus continues to spread, we're seeing more changes and adjustments. Other cities across Texas can now test for the virus. Governor Greg Abbott says this can happen at 10 public health labs. Yesterday, Mayor Ron Nirenberg told us 75 kits were sent to San Antonio. Metro Health says we should have about 500 by the end of the week. And a San Antonio company is working to combat coronavirus with medical units. Knight Aerospace CEO Bianca Rhodes says it's basically an ICU that can be loaded into the back of a cargo plane. She says this could be the difference between life and death. They hope to have their first full model for clients in 4 to 6 months. And a restaurant owner in Austin is pushing for a statewide paid sick leave policy. He says this would especially be for anyone with the coronavirus. Adam Orman says public health is a priority, and so should be paid sick leave. The Texas Workforce Commission released a statement saying that it does have measures in place to help people out of work. They say it will be looked at by a case-by-case basis. And coronavirus is developing here and around Texas and around the world. We want to make sure you're getting the facts. Visit KENS5.com or our KENS5 app for information on confirmed cases and how to protect yourself. And controversy surrounding Bexar County's primary results. The Bexar County Democrats are having their initial canvass and are about to announce its tally following election night. Eyewitness News reporter Roxy Bustamante is live from the city's west side to explain. Roxy?
Vanessa, we're just about half an hour from those results being read here by the secretary of the Bexar County Democratic Party. Now, I want to give you a look here. Dozens of people are making their way in here at Living Church at Woodlawn Point, all for this event here in the initial canvass. Now, they could have a second canvass, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But I'm told at least one Democratic candidate running for sheriff, former Constable Michelle Barrientos Villa, is calling for a recount, but was asking the county to pay for it and then took back the application. So the party is waiting on a final decision on that here today. Now, many people were frustrated on Super Tuesday, reporting issues at several polling locations. The Bexar County election officials say there was a glitch on election night, causing 3 system crashes and a significant delay in reporting those results. Now, this weekend, the Bexar County Republican chair called for the elections office to throw out the results, and the Bexar County Democratic Party shared similar concerns. But they tell me here today they believe the elections office has resolved those issues.
My understanding was that those problems were worked out, and I'm fully confident that everybody who went to vote was able to cast their vote if they were able to do so legally.
Now, I'm told the Democratic Party here will have a second canvass possibly this Thursday, which is also when the Bexar County Republican Party will have their final canvass. Of course, we'll keep you updated with the latest right here on KENS 5 and KENS5.com. Roxy Bustamante, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Roxy. A warm day across South Texas with temperatures feeling more like the 80s. As far as your aquifer, we could use some help. That rain didn't help us much. 672.3, hardly any change over the last 24 hours. As far as your allergy report, mold is heavy. Oak and hackberry are light. Vanessa?
All right, thank you, Stacia. Well, still ahead for us. Police want to know, have you seen this man? the crime he's accused of committing, and why he's wearing this interesting disguise. That's coming up.